What's up, everybody? That time of the day, that time of the week, that time of the month.
Oh, is it now?
Yes, it's his. I'm Big Papa.
And I'm Jeff.
You're listening to the good,
The band.
and the ugly. Fading music.
I see that.
Fade to black.
I can hear that.
Wow, that went out. That just
It
dropped
too.
right out.
It
What's
did
up, dude?
too. Not much, man. How was your weekend?
Have you not seen my Facebook
Yes,
post?
I saw it. I had to ask, though.
You had an asshole.
That too.
Did you say I had to ask, though?
Yes.
Yes. So this weekend was, Tyson from Vixen
Yeah.
reached out and said, "Hey, if you're going to be anywhere near the show, come on up." And
Yeah.
I did.
Cool.
And so I went and saw the show, and we had dinner, and it was very cool. And everybody from the Vixen camp are very cool people. Let's
Good.
put it to you that way.
Good.
And Tyson's going to be on the show.
Yeah.
In the next coming weeks. And again, thank you so much for all the hospitality. Great show. Great to see the music being played the way it is. The only original member still is the
Drummer.
drummer.
Roxy.
Yeah, Roxy,
Yeah.
and she kicked ass. But everybody, just firing on all cylinders. So
Cool.
thumbs up for that one.
Excellent.
What'd you do?
SU game.
I don't care.
All right. Great.
Oh God, that's it. So you went and saw the SU game.
Yeah. Great win.
Yeah.
Clutch last 0.5 second
Imagine
three-pointer.
That was a very emotional game from what they said.
It was.
I don't care about sports,
I know.
but this was a very big emotional sports weekend.
It was.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I think someone hit it the best. Scar's drummer,
Yeah.
Mr. Tellerico, his
Yeah.
wife, has a picture of the whole band playing at Rivers Casino,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Real important game," and she's got pictures of everybody in the band staring at
the
TV. Watching the game.
That's even better.
While they're playing. So right there, guys.
Good choice, gentlemen.
Good job.
Good choice.
And then, of course, the Buffalo debacle.
Wide right.
I was just going to say wide right.
Yep, wide right, and I'll say it again.
Wide right. Should have been praying to me,
The worst two words in Buffalo, wide right.
Man, that girl's wide right. Two worst words in Buffalo, wide right. Yeah. And Nina D was not happy.
I was just going to say,
Nina
if
D
she were
was
here.
not happy about the Buffalo.
Yeah, if she
loss.
were on, I'd say it anyway.
Why are you gloating?
I don't know.
You're a dick. Wow.
Just
Very
saying.
sorry to our Buffalo fans.
Yeah, wide right. Get used to it.
See? This is why no one in Buffalo would ever like us.
No, probably. No. Look, hell of a season, but
yeah. So anyways,
unfortunately came up short.
And as you know, this is the week that I'm leaving for California.
Yep.
To go to NAM. You weren't there, man.
Yeah, right.
Wrong NAM.
Wrong name.
You're not. Oh no, you're not. You're
Right.
staying here because. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold here.
It is? No,
Anyways,
it's not.
Yeah.
Well-
72 at
All
night.
right, so in relativity, yes, it's going to be cold here.
The theory and relativity. So that's it. So today, lifetime friend of mine, best friend.
Oh.
One of a very small handful.
Yeah.
Of great friends, but one of maybe two best friends.
Yeah.
So thrilled to have him on the show. Billy and I have had some history in the podcast world and this and that. So we could easily turn this into a giant ball busting session, but I don't want to do that.
No.
To give credit to the man that is Billy, and
Yeah.
and the fact that he's been a Syracuse local musician for a long time.
Fixture.
Yeah,
Really?
big fixture. So without getting too deep into his history, Mr. Bill Johnson. I swear to God, that's really his name.
It is.
He's
Come on
not,
in.
Not
Come on
just
in,
a
Bill.
member of the Johnsons.
Knock on the door and come on in.
Hey,
There he is.
Billy Johnson.
what do you mean? Before we start, what do you mean one of your best friends?
Well,
This is
He's
not
like,
acceptable.
I don't know how to bring this up to you.
here we go.
I've been cheating on you
Son of a
with Bill Hatch.
Lefty.
With Bill Hatch.
Lefty.
With Lefty.
And so it begins.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
I've watched almost every episode of the show, probably like 4. But it is.
Did
it's
we
awesome.
say we
No,
weren't
to
going to
be
do
com-
this?
We did.
We
To
did.
be completely honest, as you know, Michael, I have told you that my lady and I, especially her, she's like, "Oh, let's watch another one. Let's watch another one." She is way into it.
Are you sure it's just
Absolutely.
not the fact that either Jeff or I just
Yeah, no, I think
Catches
she just
her
likes
fancy?
the show, the content of the show. Yeah.
no, not just
Tickle her
fact that
fancy.
are
No,
we
it's-
tickling her fancy?
Honestly, and I told you this, man. You guys you've hit your stride as far as like comparing like when you guys first started the show
Yeah.
to
Saying we sucked.
you know, going in maybe what 15, 20 shows in, you started it's good. It's very informative, it's entertaining.
I would
and you
say
know what
I
you're
would
doing,
say
you know-
8
you know-
shows into it. I wouldn't say 15 or 20. I think we got our stride.
Okay, we'll go with that. I like I said, that was one of the 4 that I watched. But to be completely honest, though, it's a great show. It's one of our go-to things when we're looking for something to watch and get some eats and sit down, have a couple drinks, and pop on the good, the band, and the ugly.
There you
Thanks,
go.
man.
Appreciate
Speaking
it.
of which, hold on,
Uh-oh.
I came
Uh-oh.
prepared.
Look at
There it
this.
is. Look at this.
Nice. Representing.
There it is. There's the horn.
That's got to come
What
up a little
happened-
bit or something.
What happened to my bum chicka wow wow? There it is.
There it is.
Yeah,
Thank you.
There it
very
is.
good. Wow,
Now
Billy.
you play my theme song 5 minutes after I'm on.
Oh,
Yeah, Billy.
That's as far as I'm unzipping.
Oh, well
oh,
then
forget it.
forget it. So Billy Johnson has been, my God, Billy, you've been part of the Syracuse music scene since the late '80s.
Late 80s, yeah. Yep. I started singing my songs. Well, I started singing my songs all my life, but I got into the local music scene in the late 80s, 1989 actually. It's
Can't
weird
get any
'cause
later
I was
than that.
I was negative 10 at the time, so
It was
that's kind of weird.
negative 10.
We're not counting cholesterol numbers. We're just saying how old.
Right. Wait, would that be good? Negative 10?
Yeah, that's
It
when
would be
that's
really
when
good,
it was
actually.
Yeah, back
Perfect.
back then.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It seems unhealthy the other way, but yeah.
So 1989, yeah, mid to late 80s, 89. Yeah, that's right at the
That's
end.
right at the end.
That's early 90s.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how I got into the local music scene. I never thought of doing it myself.
Right.
But I used to hang with alumni of the show, Frank McQueenie, of the great duo Frank, John, and John.
Yeah.
His name's first. His name's twice because his name's first, or however they.
I tried to explain.
Right.
I tried to
Justify that.
explain that to somebody one time, and they're like, "No, you're wrong because John Malia was in there for a while." I'm like, for a little while he helped, but
right.
no, it was Frank, John, and John.
Yes.
So Frank and I used to be thick as thieves. We'd hang out all the time. We were besties, and we would just hang out and listen to tunes at his apartment. And I'd be singing along. He'd be like, "You know what? You got a good voice. You should be in a band." It literally is as simple as that. So I was like, "Nah." And then he talked about it some more. We knew we worked at the Rock and Roll Price Chopper, where all the long hair degenerates, myself included.
It did
worked,
seem
you
that
know.
back then, didn't it?
It was awesome.
Everybody
It
who was
great.
in music needed a part-time job.
And it
that had flexible schedules,
Yep.
and it seemed like
it's always a grocery
it was
store.
all musicians at this Price Chopper in
was.
Cicero
You think about it, it was
yeah.
either a grocery store or
or a restaurant.
or a record store.
Only big fat liars worked at record stores.
Oh, okay.
Embellishers.
Oh, embellishers.
Oh, so we knew a lot of people in the music scene, obviously from working with a bunch of them, and I got hooked up, and I went and tried out for this band. In my very first band, we did one show ever, and it was at a tiny little party in somebody's basement. Ceiling was about here. The name of that band was Back Talk. And I was actually in that band with another local musician. He's a drummer, Bill Whitaker. He
Not the car guy.
I think he's still. No, not the car guy. I think Bill still plays. He's a drummer, and he's I think he does a lot of metal stuff now.
Because if it was a car guy, he'd be
not
good
the
to
car.
go. Good to go.
Not the car.
Got it.
But here's a little trivia. We used to rehearse, and Bill and his brother Mike was the bass player, and we used to rehearse in the garage of this kid Dennis, who was just friends with them. He was I could say it because I am. He was a little chunky kid.
Yeah.
And then come to find out years later, this chunky young Dennis turned into not so chunky, and he was the guitar player for the band Jameis Breed.
Okay.
Who was another local band.
Yes.
Back in the day here, pretty big name band back in the day, back in the '90s. So
that's cool.
Yeah, he was a good dude. So
is he still playing?
I didn't put two and two together for after a while. Look, wait a minute, I know that guy.
Is he still around, Billy? Jameis Breed?
I don't know. I haven't seen him or talked to him in a while. But anyways, that was my first forte into singing in a local band. I sang all my life though. My household was a very musical house. My mother would play the classic country. My dad was into the 70s rock stuff. My mom was into the classic country stuff. And, so I do it all. As you know, now with my duos that I do, we do this, that, and everything. We do, as I always say, not one group of people likes one type of music. So just bring a whole bag of everything, dump it out, and see what works.
Right.
And usually, there'll be people that know it all, or people that, oh, I like this one, or oh, wait, let's go get a drink. No, wait, now they're doing a country song. Let's stay. So
I think it.
Bill, did you? Obviously, always been a singer.
Step right over. Go ahead.
Have you ever played an instrument?
Flute.
Yes, with an asterisk, because I actually played bass guitar in the
what the hell just happened?
Thank you.
What
Thank
did you do?
Celebrate my guitar playing.
What is that?
That well, I'm going to tell you. I
don't do it again.
Played bass guitar in the. Wait, are you making that happen, or am I doing that?
You're doing that.
You're doing that, dude.
That's fantastic.
You're the first person ever.
It didn't work now. Anyways,
no.
I played bass guitar in the super group Rectal Itch.
Yeah, but that band was a pain in the ass.
Right.
They were. Here.
You started from scratch, didn't you?
Who opened Preparation
We
H?
started from scratch.
You started from scratch. Yeah.
Practice really stunk. Anyways, enough of that. But that was a super group. It was me. It was Bone. Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Full circle.
Yep.
Once again, an alumni of the show. Bone, or as he was known in Rectal Itch, Pretty Boy Bone. John Hamilton, the John from Frank, John, and John.
Yep.
Al Axiom was in there, and Jerry Shad was in there from the band Sleaze, and of course our lead singer, our man, our boy Bubba was the singer for that band. So
Bubba.
Yeah, so that's when I played bass guitar.
Gotcha. It didn't work.
You're so mad that the confetti didn't fall on that one.
You were doing it, you asshole.
No, I swear to God. No, swear.
Kid you not.
Right hand, sorry.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah. No, you did it.
Yeah.
See, we'll keep our hands
So
on.
anyways, after Go ahead. Did you have something to say?
Well, I was trying to ask a question before, but it was
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
it was in
I just- yeah.
it was in response to mom and dad being into music, but then
Yeah.
the guy who
Go
doesn't
ahead of
say shit on 53 episodes decides he's going to now start talking.
This is the most Jeff's talk. This is the most Jeff's talk
Since his
combined in
marriage, I
all the
think.
4 episodes that I've watched.
Since he's been married, yeah.
Good on you, Bill.
You mentioned your mom and dad having music, and I think being the fact that was almost the same as what Ali grew up with, a musical house.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, my
Yeah, it's
house,
very similar.
My house, my father was into the country, my mother was into the rock and roll.
See, I couldn't say that because my mother was more into your like Carly Simon.
She was a hippie.
Barry Manilow.
Didn't shave the legs.
You know,
Kinda.
Neil Diamond, that kind of thing. And my
Yeah.
father was into the classic country.
Is this thing on?
He was into the classic country. Waylon Jennings, Eddie Rabbitt.
Mhm.
You know, Willie Nelson.
Eddie Rabbit.
Well, I love it a couple times, like Mike mentioned his dad. A couple times where I've been playing out and his folks were there for one reason. He'll come up and be like, "Hey, do an old country song for
Yeah.
my dad." I'm like,
Yeah. He won't
Yeah.
tip you. 'Cause
I know. Oh God, no.
How about
But anything for anything for Mr. D.
No, I am going to bring the. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, you need to move over a little bit this way. More
Are you gonna tell the? There he is. There he is. Look at him.
You got to speak into the microphone too. I know it's first show for a while.
And then he do
Are you
this.
gonna tell the angry? Are you gonna tell the angry smokehouse story?
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
no!
Fantastic.
So Billy's playing. We're there for dinner. Fam is there, and we happen to go there knowing that Billy was going to play.
Yeah.
So Billy's playing with Roadhouse Profits, and see, I didn't call them Urban Outfitters this time. And so I'm like, all right, Billy, grab the tip jar and just walk up to my father and be like, hey, you wanted that country song, right?
No, while first of all, while I was singing,
Right.
I got the mic here and I get the tip jar and I'm like, and I lean because you guys are at the table like right on the side of the stage. I lean over and I'm just like, and I'm nodding to him. He's just like,
My father, yeah, what a case you got. You got a better chance shitting a $1 bill out of your
I mean,
ass. Yeah.
his arms stayed folded. He didn't reach
Oh,
anywhere. You know? He didn't,
Right. Yeah. Now, had you said
Unlike Michael come out and walk by the tip jar and grab $1 out of it.
I needed a buck.
He had to
He's literally done
he
that.
had to
Like,
tip
it's
the
great.
Oh
bartender.
yeah, yeah. No, I wanted to tip him, but I didn't have change for $1. So
And he had to go to the ATM and get 4 quarters.
that's right. No, I have to admit, Billy plays a lot, and if I tipped him every time I saw them,
He'd be rich.
no, he'd have at
Oh.
least $6. And
Oh.
Yeah, he don't come out much.
I don't go out anywhere.
He doesn't.
I don't. It's been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
So
I play so much that I just
well, that's just it.
sometimes I'll play 2-3 nights a week and my lady's like, hey, let's go out Friday. Let's go see. I'm like,
Nah.
wanna
Right.
do something else?
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I mean, sometimes it's fun
Want to go
too,
chop
you know,
down a
'cause then-
tree or something?
Let's
Yeah,
play
right.
a board game.
Let's go to a movie. What?
I'm down for board games anytime.
Yeah. Nowadays, I think from the geography that we are at
Let's
here,
do a puzzle.
yeah,
What are we, 90?
yeah. I think where we are at in this part of the world, gets dark at noon.
Yeah.
The sun comes up at 4, and
Yep.
there's nothing to do but go out,
Yeah.
and drink. And bar owners are like, well, we're gonna start happy hour at 2. Like, what the fuck happened to 9 o'clock was really early. The band,
Right.
the headlining band, would be on at 11.
Oh, yeah, you used to go out like back in the day. The show you used to play 10 to 2.
Yes.
Right.
10 to
Always
2 was
4
the thing.
hours.
Now 10 o'clock, you're like, oh my god,
right.
that was a great show earlier. You're tucked in the bed, covers are up here.
By 11.
Yeah, you're
Right.
you're wondering what you could have done differently for the bar owner to fully pay you. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
You're wondering why you drove all the way there and showed up only to have the bartender say, I think he's canceling you tonight.
Oh, that's
you
that.
do you
Oh.
hang on,
And that
hold
was
on.
the story of how I met
Do you want to?
That's the story about how I met Mrs. Ali.
Oh, yeah. Well, she worked for a shitty bar. Let's not go down this road. We're not going to turn this podcast into that. Because if you want, we can do this.
You brought it up.
No, I was
the bartender to pay.
Yeah. So, anyways, bars start later back then, and people stayed out, But I think it's a generational thing. I think the people that are still going out to listen to bands are the same people that have been listening to bands since they were in their 20s. I don't know if these kids go out to listen to bands.
I don't think the young kids do.
No.
All this. Yeah, you're right. All the same people are going out to see the bands, and we're all getting older, and we're all getting tired.
Well, eventually we will all be wheeled down to the rec room to see Scars and Stripes play at the Syracuse home. Come on, it's Jello night and Scars is playing. What? Yeah. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's play Twister.
Yeah. Scars and Stains. That's what we'll have to change the name of the band to, because we'll all be shitting our pantses.
No, but to be honest, though, this town, and you hear people say it all the time, and the people that come out and go out all the time, this town does have a lot of very good musicians. There's a lot of good stuff going on at any given time. And I say that, and maybe I'm a little, a lot of them are my friends, so maybe it's, persuaded to say that, but I'm not. It's just there's really good musicians. There's a lot of great singers. There's some fantastic guitar players in this town. And the drummers. It's just all around. It's just fantastic. And speaking of Scars, they're almost like a best of. Three of my besties. You're one too, but you're pseudo in the band. See, you got the shirt on.
Of course he is.
No, this is my bad attitude shirt.
Me being close with Bill, Jeff, and Jimmy aside, those right there, that's 5 of the most talented musicians in this whole area, just in whole Central New York, whatever.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
And it's fun to see because so you go out and see them, and you're going to have not only a good time because you're hanging with all your friends and stuff, but you're going to be entertained, and it's going to kick ass.
Right.
But you know what there is a lot of now, where there was not before, or maybe we didn't notice it until the pandemic?
Herpes.
Acoustic acts. And no slight against you at all. Yeah. I think what you're doing is great, but I think there's a lot now, whereas before...
I think the bar owners don't want to take the chance.
Well, I'll tell you what happened, Jeff. The best thing that could have happened to us acoustic acts was the pandemic.
You're right.
Because first of all, when the pandemic was going on, people like Jeff at Angry Garlic was like, "Hey, come on over, play in the front room. You're away from everyone. Play for the people that are picking up to-go stuff." We did no crowds, right in the front window, like we're like monkeys in the front window.
Sure.
Like pets at a pet store. It was fantastic.
Right.
Put a tip jar outside. People are tipping us. It was great. But once everything started opening up again, people had lost a lot of money. Mm-hmm. People had switched their business, their business model or their business plan around a little bit. And the first bands that were starting to come back out were the small bands, the duos, the solo artists. Yeah. And that's where we said, bada boom, the iron is very hot. Strike.
Yeah.
It was good. That's right. And acoustic stuff now, it's still going super strong. It's definitely changed. Mm-hmm. It's almost like flip-flop from what it was a while back.
Right. Well, it went from a background to dinner or a filler waiting for something bigger to happen. Yeah, right?
I'm good. Yeah.
Head to the light, Billy. Head to the light.
It went from a filler background type thing to actually part of the destination.
Yeah. Because
people are going out earlier. They're getting home earlier.
Yes.
I don't think the funds are available for people like they used to be. I mean, we could speculate. We don't know from our corner. And because our audience is getting bigger and bigger outside of just the upstate, or as I should say, Central New York, because we keep calling ourselves upstate New York.
We do.
We're Central New York.
Central.
Yeah.
Very much.
Upstate New York is Poughkeepsie,
Yeah.
Hudson Valley,
Yeah.
Central New York. We're in the center. Western New York being Buffalo. We're starting to get listeners from the Buffalo, New York, from the Hudson Valley area, the capital region. And it's all been affected the same way. We do focus because we're from here, but I think every part of New York State, or the country for that matter, has changed the way things are. Or the sticking with one band, and you don't dare be in more than one band because you would break the code of
loyalty,
the bro code.
Yeah.
How dare you be in 3 bands? Musicians are doing what it takes to make a living right now.
Yep.
Right.
And, I don't know if I should talk about it right now as much, but let's just put it this way. People that are on national tours still will do local gigs when they're not touring.
So you're literally, what just came out of your mouth was
without
just
without
in my head what I was gonna. You're talking about Tyson.
Yeah, well, yeah, I wasn't gonna.
And he's gonna be coming on, so you don't want to spill. But just recently, he put something out, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna say what it said, but you guys can talk about it." But it was just like it hit the nail on the head about what you just said.
Yeah, and you and I talked about it before. Yeah, but he works hard.
Yeah, we talked about it.
But these guys have to work hard.
He's super hard worker.
But look at even
by
guys.
the way, you mentioned Vixen. You talked about Roxy. You talked about Tyson. Don't sleep on Britt Lightning.
No,
God, no,
not at all.
No, don't
She's
sleep
awesome.
on Britt. She's awesome, and
Lorraine.
Lorraine.
Fatale.
Yeah,
Lorraine.
Just great musicians.
Those guys are
all
out
around.
there having fun, kicking ass every night. Every time I see them, videos, or I go see them live, they're just like a ball of fun. They're just awesome.
And what I did post, it's good to see bands that have done well, that are coming back into the limelight, still keep their humble side. We've been blessed with the people that have been on this show. And some really big names. And we have even some more big names coming from some of our favorite bands of the 80s and 90s, and even people that have been around for even longer. A lot of Syracuse legacies.
Yep.
And more. I don't know if you see what I posted
today?
On the calendar today.
Yeah. Oh, on the calendar today? No.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I'm the third biggest Billy that's been on your show.
He has a point.
Biggest following or just
biggest? Most well known, Dick.
Most well known, Dick. Wow,
I heard that too.
Hey, no wonder you've been trying to do whatever it took.
Yeah.
Now's the time for the confetti. Come on, come down, rain down.
We had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it, dude. I don't know how that happened.
I don't either. But people are doing whatever it takes to make a living.
However, back to topic at hand.
But you mentioned. I'm going to mention Vixen.
Okay, go ahead.
So, was it Janet? Who was before Lorraine?
Janet.
Yeah, Janet. So Janet left.
Janet was before. Janet was the guitar
Lorraine.
player before Britt.
No. Janet was the singer before
Janet
Lorraine.
Gardner.
Yes. Who left?
Oh no, you're right. No, I'm sorry, I get it mixed up.
I know
Jan
I'm right.
was the guitar player before, but Jan passed away.
Correct.
Jan passed away. Janet Gardner was the singer before Lorraine.
So Janet leaves Vixen to go be a dental hygienist.
No, she already was.
Well, she was, but then she went back to
But she's also out there playing still.
Correct.
with her own thing. Yes.
With her new, I think with her new husband.
Yes. They play together, and they still do Vixen tunes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, which is cool. But anyways, we digress.
Anyway.
So we've got music.
So anyway,
going on during the pandemic, you've got Audio Dogs. When you guys get together as a 4-piece, you've got you and Dion, Billy J and Dion, and you have.
Oh, he's got BVD.
Oh, Billy, Dion, and
Billy,
Dion.
Virginia, and Dion.
Virginia,
It's an offshoot of Billy J and Dion with Virginia, Dion's wife.
Right.
Yep.
And then you have
Roadhouse Prophets
with Sean. So, perfect example. You've got multiple things going on. People have to kind of do that now. But you're getting used to the acoustic thing being a good focal point. So now you're starting to be able to ask for a little bit more and more. And the big band thing, you're going, why do I want to dick around with
Why do,
5 guys.
Why do
well,
I-
he says, well.
I mean, it's not what it's all about, but why would I want to split this 4 or 5 ways when I can just split it?
Twice, maybe
Right.
3 times,
Right.
depending on.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's no PA that you have to
Well,
worry
no, there-
about. There's you're not limited. You could play. My God, I've known bands that have played at Wegmans in the frozen food section. I mean,
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
talking about me.
right.
Yeah.
So, opening in the Tostinos aisle, Billy J and Dion.
Well, save me some rolls.
BVD in the TP aisle.
To be honest though, I'm a rare. Maybe I'm not a rare because I'm a singer, but I actually carry more equipment by far doing my duos than I do in full band for sure.
Yeah, that's why I don't ever want to do a duo. I just want to carry
He
my
just
mic
wants to
stand.
walk in, sing, and go home.
Yeah.
That's me in full band. You
Now,
need help with that? It's already
hang
in the
on.
car.
Hold on.
Do you need help packing up?
Hold on.
Right.
Hey, dickhead.
Who?
You asked me a half hour ago.
You say all I want to do. See, this is what guitar players, Bill, you're going to agree with me. This is what other bandmates, they forget.
Here we go.
Who booked the band? We did. Who deals with the club owners? We do. Who gets
Well, that's our job. 'cause
who gets
you guys
who
gotta
who
change
gets the
strings and
who gets the PA?
See?
We do. Who deals with the band when the bar owner doesn't want to pay us? We do. Who puts all the ads up on Facebook and social media? We do. What do? Show up, play your stringy thing. Sometimes not.
Play your stringy thing.
Sometimes just as well as the singer remembers words, and that you get paid too. So bite my ass when you guys say that the singers don't do shit.
I didn't see.
Now in Audio Dogs and Billy J and Dion, I do most of that stuff.
Yeah.
I got to say in Roadhouse Prophets, I try to carry my
That's
my,
why you carry
load
gear.
a little bit, but Sean is a hustler. Sean, like, he is the monster when it comes to
Sean
booking
is
his band.
Sean
So,
has picked this as his full-time career. That's
yes,
why.
absolutely, and that's
Right.
why, because that's
Right.
that's how he pays the bills.
Right.
So,
7 days a week if Sean can play,
He's
or
gonna play.
absolutely.
7 days a week and 13 shows if he could do it. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we know one of our best friends, Mr. Ali, same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw things out west or out east. I mean, this guy by the name of Mike Bruce out in Albany plays with That 80s Band. Same
Yes,
thing.
I've heard
this
of them.
guy.
Yeah.
Great band, great musician himself, great drummer, great singer. This is what he does, and I see him at the Vixen show, and he's just humble,
Mhm.
Hey, you guys are awesome. I saw you at this show. Just wanted, just didn't
Yeah.
want to sit there and be like, I'm a musician. He just, and I'm like, Mike, he's like, holy shit, I haven't seen you since before COVID. I'm like, I know, right? So a shout out to him. We're going to have him on the show, but
Okay.
we want to make sure that all of New York State gets represented
Yeah.
when we talk about the hardships that some of the musicians have faced throughout.
I want to show you guys something. I just real quick, we don't have to go through my whole chronological history, but after that garage band back talk,
Yeah.
I went into and I took over as a singer for a band called Valentino, and I just happened to hear right on my desk. I happen to have a picture, one of our
boy.
promo pictures.
What is it?
From Valentino?
I can't wait.
What is that? What do you say it is?
Valentino.
What are you showing
He's got a
us?
picture.
I don't know if you could get a close up on that. Let's see.
Yeah. Yep.
Look at that.
Oh, that's
Look at those boys.
Yeah, look at those boys with girls' hair. Who's that guy all the way next to you?
Okay, back it
that's
up.
too far.
Back it up.
That's too far. How small
Right
do you
there.
think you were?
Here,
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
This is Pat McNulty.
Yeah.
This is a sweet little Billy Johnson. This is Jeff Dysinger, Dice, and this is Stacy Charlton.
Okay, can't see it because your finger was
There you
but that's
go.
all right. Good job.
But that's okay.
Thank you for that.
Anyways,
that's-
this is going to be one of my pictures I'm going to probably do in one of my first shows of
Same picture.
my,
I don't know what that is.
my
So-
little podcast I'm going to do.
Baseball
coming up
player.
soon.
So are you? So you had blonde hair, is what you're saying?
I did. I do. I mean,
did I
yeah.
do?
Wait, what?
So you've been lying
Change
to
the
the
subject
public
right
for
now.
years. You've been lying
Yes,
about your hair
I'm
color
actually,
for years.
as you get older,
He's
your
a
hair gets
redhead.
darker.
Yeah.
He's a redhead. He
All right,
looks
so,
like
okay, so after
Seamus McNibblenuts.
so after Valentino, where do you go?
Hell.
Actually, you know what? I lied And Mike, I can't believe you didn't pick up on this. After Back Talk, before Valentino, Shy Guns.
Shy Guns.
Oh,
This
boy.
week
Because
at the
Mike-
100 Kicker.
Mike was our manager.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. They wouldn't have played anywhere if it wasn't for me. You played like
Well,
4
I
shows.
gotta- Listen, I get it because
They didn't want to do the same thing. And I'm surprised because later in life, their drummer went on to pretend to play for Warrant. So, he fictitiously became something big.
I mean, I get the whole
It's all
manager
tied
thing.
in.
Yeah.
'Cause we
Our
would,
bass player was show alumni Frank McQueen.
Frank McQueen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just like the drummer lied about Warrant, Billy lies about the color of his hair. I'm not going to, but we're not going to make this show about that.
No.
No,
But I mean, I get the whole.
we're going to be better than that. We're not going to do that. We're going to be better than that.
Yeah, I
We already
get it,
tried
though.
that episode.
Right.
It didn't work.
Yeah. Billy and I had a podcast for almost 2 years during the pandemic.
And
We
where is
did.
it now?
Yeah.
We had a lot of good food. We had a lot of disgusting food.
Oh,
Really?
God. Did you hear what he said?
Oh yeah.
Where is
He
it
made
now?
me eat kimchi. Don't ever eat kimchi. You
Yeah,
will regret it.
she was not happy about that. And neither
I don't
was her
know.
sister,
He brought
Sally Chi.
He brought down some bag that he had laying around for the past like 2-3 years. Brings it down here.
Yeah, that was Kim.
No, still. Yeah, right. Still sealed. Still sealed.
Which one was that?
I don't remember, dude.
Was
It
that the truffle chips?
I think it was.
You liked those.
They were okay.
All right, well, shut up.
But it's like, how long have these been laying around?
No, I bought those because I'm an idiot. Because I liked them from the show.
Okay, so
and then
you went out and got
I
more.
spent like $50 for like 6 little bags of chips to be flown here from Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bud.
Jeff, I can't tell you the amount of money we laid down to buy those sample boxes from around the world.
No, you can't tell us how much we laid down because you didn't pay for shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
I've got receipts.
Speaking
They're here somewhere. Hold on,
speaking
let
of
me find
selling stuff, I have a
boy.
whole storage space out in the Phoenix area that I'll be selling probably next week.
I thought,
Really?
I thought
fact-
we were better than that.
Whoever writes into the show tonight,
Uh-huh.
I will give you the contents
Of
of
what's in
that
it?
storage space for nothing.
Do you know what's in it?
Oh, I do.
Is it
I don't
anything
even know
of
what's in it.
value to you?
To me, not a thing.
Okay.
They can have
Either.
everything in that thing.
All right.
Whoever gets me, you know what? Whoever gets me $110. How's that?
That's all it takes.
$110 gets it.
That's all it takes.
This is better than that show.
Deal or no deal?
No. The one with the
Storage Wars?
Yeah. Storage Wars. I'm calling the guys.
Jeez.
This show is off the rails.
It's off the
This
reservation.
is generally the point where we go,
Well,
have a good night.
That's right.
however,
Anyways, we digress.
let's keep this going here.
Firmly. So, Billy, celebrating all that is you. There should be 5 minutes left?
No.
So you do Shy Guns, and you play some shows. And don't you take a little hiatus for a while?
No, I actually went from Shy Guns. That's when they were looking for a singer for Valentino. I worked with Pat and Stacy. They were both part of the rock and roll crew at Price Chopper.
Mm-hmm.
And then I joined up with them and played with those guys for a while. It was the
In a band.
initial name of the band was Valentino. Then it turned into Kid. We changed the name to Kid Valentine,
Okay.
and then and we played for a while, like late. I was late '80s still.
Yeah.
Into the early '90s, and then from there we went to Bratz. I stopped that, and then we formed Bratz and Blondes. The original version of Bratz and Blondes, which was kind of basically Shy Guns with a different drummer.
Right. Okay.
I know, riveting stuff.
No, I mean,
Well, no. For people who don't know, I mean,
everybody has a history, and
Right.
it shows that you don't just walk into it. And there's a lot of guys now that or younger guys that are. I'm getting emails from what is that band mix or band
oh, yeah.
mix.
Band mix.
Hey, are you guys looking for a guitar player? I'm like,
Right.
we're looking for a band.
Right.
But they're like, well, I haven't played in 25 years and I want to start up again. It's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't go after a working band.
Well, number one,
if you
number
haven't
two,
played in 25 years.
don't tell anybody you haven't played in 25 years.
Yeah, just keep it to yourself. So that's
Yeah.
my rule of thumb. Go get out there, audition. There's bands out there hungry for people.
But you got to know
we
the
just
right
don't-
situation.
Right.
You really
Right.
do. I mean, you can't just go audition for
A country band.
and not be into it
Right.
just to be in a band.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And,
I'd
I see.
I'd love to sing in a country band. I kind of do. We do a lot of country and Roadhouse Prophets, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's my specialty right there.
Is it not
Grew
enough?
up on it, and I just
Is it not enough for you,
Dion's
Bill?
little sister. Dion's what's that?
Is it not enough for you?
What, the country?
Yeah.
I prefer to sing the country because it's
Spider in
it's
my
definitely not. I don't want to say it's easier. It's just it's more comfortable just because I like the story aspect of it. I know country is definitely super popular. There's a lot of country songs that we do, Jeff. I'll tell you, especially over the past few years, that sometimes we'll pick a song. I'll pick a song and halfway through I'm like, oh shit, am I gonna get through this song? And not vocal wise, but just like, woo, this song reminds me of my dad, or this song reminds me of my mom. You know what
sure.
I mean? It's those story songs and those old country tunes that are really
Yeah, it's
they'll-
not
they'll
just
get
always
at you for
about
sure.
cats in the cradle.
correct.
You know. Look, I put my country hat on for you.
I see that.
Doesn't he sound so
What are
pretty?
you gonna do? What are you gonna do if I start talking about the polka songs I do?
The polka songs? I'm gonna go get a beer stein and stick it on my head.
Jesus.
I have to do this quick change so people don't see the bald spot. Bum, bum, bum. There you go.
That was great.
There was a spider in the
You
hat.
guys see that?
That's crazy.
Did you see that flash of light just now?
What's the matter? Your forehead just pick up some of yours? There, ring
Yes,
light?
Yes. Yes.
So, that's a good point that people are switching. A lot of people are trying to pick up songs that they never did before just to try to please the masses.
Yeah.
And that's where an acoustic duo might have the advantage over a large band. You're not going to sit down and change from 18 in life to
Yeah.
Country Boy Can't Survive.
No.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Just not going to do that.
We do it in the drop of a dime in the duos.
Well, that's because you guys pick up a couple dimes. You pick up some
Well,
money to do
well,
it.
here's the deal with that too.
I didn't mean
is
it in a
that-
derogatory way.
Okay.
You mentioned learning new songs, learning new stuff. Jelly Roll came along. We do a couple Jelly Roll songs, and Sean told me yesterday. He goes, that guy's voice suits you. That's that's my tone. That's my range.
He's not just saying
Not
that
I
because of
can't
the
go
jelly
high,
part
not that
of
I
it.
can't go low,
Yeah.
but it's like he goes, that's good, and he's popular. That's what you got to do. You got to pick what people know.
Yeah.
Bonus if it's popular, but even like some of the older stuff, you know what I mean? You've heard us play. We don't play any songs that nobody has ever heard of.
No.
And it's just, we go out to have fun, but I don't know. It's I like when he says let's add some new tunes in. It's
Mhm.
a lot easier with Sean than it is with Dion, because Sean's a country guy and Dion's not so much. But I'll pick
just
like
lost
5 new country songs and be like, all right, let's add these in and see what happens.
It's not working for you?
Mm-mm.
Well, you probably pulled it out. I could see the cable behind you, Stroke.
It's right here.
Sorry. Jeff has testicle
Jeff, can you hear me?
difficulty.
Jeff, can you hear me now?
Yeah, very little, but it's not you. It's
I was going to start talking shit on you, but
that's
you
okay.
can hear me now. So
Do it.
never mind.
Listen, I'm fine with it. I'm a grown man.
Billy, give us an example of we ask this of everybody. I don't care if you're a national act, if you're a local act, if you're a duo, if you're a 5-piece, a 10-piece. Give us a time when you're out there playing and you've played enough shows. You've played enough shows
Yeah.
where you've had to have some fucked up shit happen.
Besides, like the drunk people that come up.
Yeah,
and,
No.
We could have a whole show on tell us your drunkest fan person moment.
You're right.
And then you tell a story, and because you said that, I'm I'm going to follow it up. So
oh,
go
there's
ahead.
there's been people. Oh no, I
No,
remember.
stuff that happened
I
to
can't remember
you.
the name of the place.
No, stuff that happened to you, not drunks.
Oh, stuff that happened to me.
Yeah, like your biggest blooper. Have you listened to the show, Bill?
Only 4 episodes.
The biggest blooper. I thought this was Jeff's question.
No.
No.
Jeff didn't even ask a question except he can't hear you.
No, I can hear him very, very faintly.
He's playing a rap song with a zipper.
My biggest blooper.
Yeah.
So my biggest. Okay.
Blunder, blooper.
I thought I know about this question because I've watched every episode. Of all the 4 episodes that I've watched all 4 of them. Every one of the 4 episodes that I've watched.
You can't do it.
Nope. Not
Where
working.
is it?
Don't know.
Damn it.
Jerk off.
So one time, Brats and Blondes were playing at the Fusion Room in North Syracuse, and we're doing Cult of Personality. And it's near the end of the song or after the going into the 3rd verse or whatever, maybe after the 3rd verse.
I know this story.
And I don't remember. This may have been the point where I decided to go buy an iPad. I don't, for some reason, I'm stuck and I don't remember. So I'm in the part that's going, I'm the cult of, and I just say that.
I'm
like
still the cult of.
times.
Really the cult of.
And Jero's just looking at me going, and then he just like, Jero, just like somebody messes up and just start laughing. He just like, I'm just like, don't laugh. Help me. What the hell is going on?
No.
And of course, Jason's playing drums in the back going, what the fuck?
There's nothing worse than somebody.
It was like I was a skipping record.
Right. There's nothing worse than someone exploiting your fuck up.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I don't know. If somebody says, "Hey, come on up and sing a song," and you're going, "How about this one?" They go, "Oh,
right.
How about this one?" And they're like, I screw that one up all the time. And then when you get done and you do screw it up, wait, hang on. And then when you get done, and then somebody goes, "Oh, hang on, don't leave." I'm thinking, "Oh, sing another one." And that person goes into the microphone in front of a very good crowd. How do you not know the words to this AC/DC song? And I'm like, you're a dick.
Right. Thank you.
They didn't know which words I screwed up. You did.
Right.
But they were having fun being like, yeah, I didn't know it went like that, but apparently it did. Yeah. So, yeah.
Al Axiom and I used to have a thing when I would be in Valentino, he was in Axiom. And anytime our voice would crack, like literally you would just look for the other one in the crowd. Just like laughing and pointing hysterically, pointing it out as fast as you could. Like, you son of a bitch. You're the only one that recognized it.
Yeah, right.
In my head.
Yeah, you mentioned drunk before.
Oh boy.
Here's something. I'm going to say this. I'm not going to particularly point out a show or anything, but there's nothing worse, which I witnessed this weekend, and it wasn't fixing.
Okay.
The band is playing.
Mm-hmm.
Someone walks up and kind of doe-eyed, staring at the ceiling like you think they just lost an animal.
Okay.
And they're like, come here. While the singer's still singing a song. While you're singing, right? And then finally it's like now this person decided, hold on. Everybody stop. What's up?
Oh no.
And this person whispers, can you play Freebird?
Oh my God.
Can you play Freebird? Now,
that's the worst thing.
You know it.
Yep.
You know it. I know it. Musicians all know it. That song is the bane of our existence. That song should never be asked for. It was a great song for the original artists. Don't ever ask any of us to play that song because we all hate it to play. Although
Dion and I,
Billy and Dion play it.
Dion and I have adopted sometimes. If someone's like, if we hear someone yell out,
"Stairway to Heaven,"
Firebird, we'll immediately stop whatever song we're doing. We'll just go right into it.
Yeah.
Just for like a line and a half, and then be like, and we'll go right back into the other song.
Yeah, that's the way you have to.
Quest fulfilled.
Right.
That actually happened.
Because nobody's expecting somebody to actually do it. They're just being a dink.
That actually happened to Blackberry Smoke, and the lead frontman Charlie looked at the guy and goes, "Here, free bird."
Well, you know what? When you're that big,
but when you
when you're that big, you can do it. Not when you're playing at the Wildcat Pizza Joint in Camillus, and the narcissistic guitar player forgets he's in a shitty little local band and goes, "Pay us $100 I'll play it."
Oh God!
I'm not mentioning any names.
I didn't say 100. I said 1,000.
You know, I got to tell you, doing this, and this is my, I always tell people at my day job,
but it's Freebird.
oh yeah, I'm a musician, I sing, that's my fun job, and it really is fun because even though it is a job and we put work into it,
right,
man, I mean, I can go sing some tunes. It's my passion. I love to do it.
Yeah.
Have a couple drinks, and hang out and just ball bust and bullshit with people, and you know me. You're like me, Mike. You know that. You read people very well. You see somebody out there, you know who you can mess with in the crowd. You know, oh, I'm gonna mess with that group right over there.
Yep.
And it just makes it fun. Every time we play, it's a show. It's a show, and people are like, "Why are you guys comedians?" I'm like, I don't know. I got enough jobs, But it's like, and honestly, I'm never one to brag about myself, but I'm fortunate that.
Excuse me.
If I open the hood of a car, I can look at it and go, well, there's where the windshield washer goes, and
there's a sign for
it.
The
oil goes.
Yeah, that's it.
But I can sing. Everybody has their specialty. I can sing like a bird, and I can in any one set. I did it last night. We can do George Jones. I could do
Grace Jones.
The outfield. I could do Taylor Swift, and I can do Chris Stapleton. You know what I mean? All four of those were in our set last night,
right.
And it's just I'm fortunate that I have this talent, I guess. You know what I mean? And it's just fun and a personality, and just go out there and just ball bust and have fun, and just
Yeah.
It's I feel fortunate for that.
And I think people that sometimes I don't think people that are non-musicians that love music don't realize, and this is not a slam toward the people that listen to music. They don't realize what goes into this.
No.
The years of practice, the years of no pay, the years of paying for a rehearsal space or the instrument. I mean, our instruments are not cheap.
No.
A drum set, for example, this one cymbal can be $500, $600, $700 more. One drum, $600. You could have $5,000 to $10,000 invested into your fun craft, and not have one dime to pay back.
Nope.
So if you are playing and you're fortunate enough to make $100 a show, how many shows do you have to play
to get all that
to get
back?
that $10,000 back?
Right.
You know what I mean? You've
got
to play over 100 shows.
Yeah.
Right there just to pay yourself back. Well, that's even if you play once a week, that's 2 years for payback that took you 7 years of rehearsals and practice and lessons and mom driving you or dad driving you or you walking, or there's so much to it, but we do it because we love it. And once you're a musician, you're always a musician. And I've run into so many professional people now that have careers bringing in bank, and you say, "Oh, I'm a musician. Oh, I'm a guitar player. Oh, really? Are you in a band or anything?" No. But I wasn't a guitar. I was in a band when I was in high school.
Yeah.
You never stop saying you're a musician because you usually don't ever put that instrument down.
Nope.
I was fortunate enough to be a drummer. Now, some people say that being a singer is not being a musician. I beg to differ because we don't play an instrument. I heard that this week. No. They're like, "Yeah, musician.
Your instrument, your voice is your instrument."
Yeah. Exactly.
You can have the flu, the mumps, miss a limb. You can still play guitar. If we get laryngitis, we're done for the day.
Right.
Well, if I'm missing a limb, I can't play guitar.
Why? You can't be missing a foot?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
And even before, I mean, and maybe it's just because I'm a singer, but even before I started singing, and as a thing, when I was just singing at home with my mom and dad, I always, I don't want to say, I don't know if judge is the right word, but I always judge a band by their singer. For instance, the band Skid Row.
Yeah.
I know they've had some great singers after Sebastian,
Right.
but Sebastian Bach was Skid Row.
Yeah.
That's that.
I think my personal favorite after Sebastian was Johnny Solinger.
He was good.
My
he wasn't
opinion.
Sebastian, the guy they have now is phenomenal.
Oh, Eric.
Yeah.
But he's not Sebastian.
He's not right.
Sebastian was the real deal, the full package. He was the real deal, man.
Yeah. Especially
he would go out there, he would
especially
fling
during
his hair out,
lawsuits.
I saw him at Silver Stadium in Rochester climb up to the very top of the scaffold, hang upside down while he was singing. It was fantastic. It was awesome.
Lee did that at the Field Days.
He didn't hang upside down.
Oh no, he just fell.
He just fell.
No, Lee Anderson fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fell down hard.
Yeah. So, yeah, I forgot what I was going to say.
I have no idea where you were going.
So a lot of work goes into the craft, and for the people that get it, and the people that are loyal, and the people that follow and listen, and just even something like this podcast. Thank you.
Yeah.
We can't. This is
Can't thank
this
you
is
enough.
my. This is me still staying involved, even in between projects and this and that, and it's almost to the point where I feel the people that do things like this, you're in any form of entertainment. There's sacrifices.
Yeah, big time.
Booking the guests, dealing with social media, recording, doing afterwards, the editing, the stuff that and I'm not just saying for us. I'm just saying.
I know.
I look at guys like Uncle Louie,
Yeah.
the Uncle Louie Variety Show. I look at all these people on TikTok. It's a lot for these people to put together content that captures everybody's attention.
Yep.
So, I guess this is kind of a entertainment appreciation day. And when I'm thinking of the direction to go with it's not going to happen.
I want the confetti to come down now.
Give it up, Billy.
I think your quarter ran out. You got to put another quarter in the machine.
Right. No, I got to tell you, that's good that you said it's musician appreciation, because I appreciate all the musicians I see, and I'm sure, I'm positive I'm not the only one, but there could be a week in my life where I have 3 gigs in that week, and I'm working my day job all day long, leave from there, go right to my gig, wake up the next morning, rinse and repeat 3 days in a row.
Right.
I'm old. I'm tired. I'm tired after that.
I'm tired.
What the hell?
I'm going to sit on Grandpa's
so
lap. I'm going to sing you a song.
It's definitely working. And another aspect, a part of it too, is the toll it'll take on
family,
your home life.
Yes.
And your
Oh,
family.
God, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
And I felt that firsthand a while back. So I decided, that's more important to me than
get rid of the family,
the
keep
gigs.
the band.
So
I agree.
I decided a long
moved
time
that
ago.
stuff
Just
around.
band straight ahead.
Yeah, get rid of the family, keep the gig. I am firm believer. No,
I it's almost like that was kind of not what I was doing, but almost like I was kind of like tunnel vision. It's like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, another gig? Sure, I'm available. Sure, I'm available." Now I look at my gig. First thing I do, beginning of the year, I lay out my vacations that I'm going to take from work.
right.
And then this year and last year, I tried as much as possible, block it all out, put it on the Google Calendar for the bands. No gigs this week, no gigs this week. Because you know what? You gotta take your time.
Dude, how
You
many
gotta
times?
appreciate the time you have.
How many times does a vacation turn into just a way for other musicians to have lunch together?
Right.
Because you're always gigging or you're always working.
never
or you
see
don't
that
have
person
that
or-
chance
Yeah.
to just hang out. I mean, Billy and I have been friends for years, and I know when he's on vacation, dude, on vacation next week, lunch, and I'm like, cool,
Right.
let's do it.
Right.
Yeah. People just don't get it.
No.
They don't get it. There's a lot to the. I've banged into this fucking thing like 6 times.
I know.
I think it's something we have to space out, keep everybody happy, keep everybody in the loop. So with the appreciation of musicians come the musicians' families that
Yeah.
do suffer.
We appreciate you.
How many times? I mean,
Absolutely.
I can't tell you how many moms' birthdays or
Oh, God.
dads' birthdays we
Moms,
we
dads,
played on.
kids.
Yeah, kids.
I would
christenings
I used
and
to book
weddings and
gigs
shit.
on my kids, and I know my kids' birthdays. But when it's like, hey, are you available these dates? Yep, I'm good for all those. And then as it gets closer, I'm like, oh shit. I'm playing on her birthday. You know what I mean? It's like, I'll make it up to you tomorrow night. It's like, oh,
no, you won't,
because
you're playing
birthday,
tomorrow either.
jerk.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
And
I think the worst thing that happened was like like Billy just said, in your mind, you're like, yeah, I'm available. And then that date comes closer and you go, oh, wait, shit, I did book that.
Yeah. And then you start stressing about it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, God.
Now what do I do?
Yeah. I mean, wow, we're recording the podcast 2 nights a week. Third night, we're doing this. Fourth night, we're doing this. Now, oh, shit. When do we have time for anybody?
Yeah.
Until it becomes an issue. And then it's like, when you see the attitude, when you mention the band, the duo, the podcast, the article, the sports you're playing, when you see that person being like, suppose you have to go golfing again today, and you're like,
shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, tea time's in like an hour. I gotta go.
Yeah. How am I gonna get it? How are we gonna talk about it, escalate it, de-escalate it, and get me to the course
Correct.
in
On
20
time.
Yeah, on time, without taking a whole rash of shit from the boys or girls.
As far as trying to book those gigs or on a schedule, here's one of my big things that I did a couple times last year that I'm definitely being more conscious of this year. I'm slowing down. When Sean comes to me, hey, these dates, you ready? I'll open my book. Let me get back to you. Okay. I'm good for this one and this one, not those two. A couple times last year, I would book up, here's this date. Yeah, sure. Throw it in. And then, how about this? And then I actually lay out my actual physical book and put them all in. I'm doing 5 gigs in a row.
Right.
Some of these times. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it's going to
kick
your own
cool.
ass.
At the end of that week, you're like, sweet, vacation money. But
I just burned up my vacation.
Right. I've heard it, but you got to think of the toll it takes on you too. If 3 of those days I'm working all day and then working all night, working all day, working all night, and then just the toll as a singer, you're using your instrument, which is, like you said, I'm nothing against, people that play guitars or bass, but you can play them. It's just different with a voice. A voice can get tired.
Yeah.
A voice can wear down. And I don't want to play and I don't want to go sing and sound half-assed, so.
Well, not always.
It's just something you got to be conscious of. You got to, spread that out, use that and book stuff up smarter, and that's what I do now. I book it up smarter than I used to. So
it shows you have a following. People like you, Billy. I know you and I Billy and I could spend an hour doing nothing but bust each other's balls.
Correct.
Because that's the kind of friends we are. And people say, how can you be friends? It's like, no, you understand. When you have bandmates and other musicians, that's just what we do. We always are. We're not narcissistic like everybody says we are.
No.
It's just who we are. We like to see
we're
people's
just extremely
reactions.
sarcastic.
Well, it's to see the reaction.
Yeah.
That's why we play. Musicians, I'm going to tell you this. People are listening. Musicians are the most insecure people you'll ever meet in your life. That applause
100%.
That applause made every hour of rehearsal worth it.
Yeah.
Made
absolutely
taking the bullshit ridicule from this, that, and the other thing worth it. When we see one person even say, "Can't wait to see you guys again," and you're like, "See, remember Anita?
Yes,
Anita.
Every
show, I don't care. And if she was on a cruise, she would write on Facebook, "So sorry I can't be here. It sucks. We're on a cruise." I'm like, "Are you nuts?
What are you,
to see
crazy?
us?" It's like,
do you know who we are?
But that's what validates everything that we do, is that one person. Today,
and that's the thing. You talk about your friends and the ball busting and all that. We've done that for years. That's what we do. Like you said, we could sit there for an hour, but you know what? We'll sit there for an hour and bust each other's balls back and forth, trying to wood up each other. If there's someone in the vicinity that doesn't know us, they're like, why do they hate each other?
They hate each other.
Yeah.
But you know what? At the end of that conversation, all right, love you, brother. Love you too.
Yeah.
Because that's just it. That's our shtick.
Yeah.
We're
all musicians know even the national people that we're having on the show, Billy, that once they get what we've done,
Mm-hmm.
We see the respect, and they're going, look, you guys are musicians, you know what it's about. And we're like, we've never played an arena for 65,000 people,
Right.
but
Right.
we're
Right,
all
right.
we're all on this. You know, we've all
Same
been through
level.
the same stuff. They're just further down the escalator. You know,
I can't even imagine what the people that sit around us in a restaurant when me, you, J-Ro, and Ali go to lunch. I can't imagine what they're thinking. It's like, what is wrong with that table over there?
right?
What is wrong with those guys?
But you know what? You could be sitting around Gene, Paul, Peter, and Ace 40 years ago, and they would hear the same banter,
Probably the
Right.
same stories.
ball
banter.
busting. You know,
Yep.
that's you become brothers, and
Yep.
amongst other bands. You know, but
I
none of us.
gotta say, I think the only time I was actually really got mad at you ever was that night you kept pocket dialing me over and over.
Wrong, Billy.
Remember that?
Yeah, wrong
Oh,
one.
sorry.
Wrong
I'm
Billy.
Sorry. I'm the other
A
Billy.
lot more important Billy than
He wanted it to be him, but
yeah. Billy was actually there the night, and I was like, "You're never gonna believe." He was like, "The nicest
Oh, he
guy
was-
in music business," and you pissed him off.
oh, he was with you?
yeah, yeah, we were, yeah. Anyways,
I'm,
we won't keep talking about that.
No.
But yeah, so Billy, you know, we could sit here all night, but I know you don't believe this, but we've done a whole show on just this
I gotta
much.
eat dinner. I have priorities.
Do you have to?
Hey, do you have to or do you want
Do you
to?
want to?
Right.
Both. Both.
You know,
Look at me. I'm withering away to nothing.
yeah. Moving
me.
back,
How far away do you need to move, Billy?
I think that would
Back
be
from dinner.
Billy and I have had some doozies of stories, but we don't talk about many of the stories. But I have had you speechless with some of the things that have come out of my mouth.
Oh my God.
So let's just leave it.
And I've heard some of those
Unbelievable.
stories, and I got to tell you, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeff.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
And you're welcome for that microphone arm, by the way.
What?
The one thing he ever paid for,
Oh.
ever,
Well,
was
listen,
that $19 microphone arm.
I can.
Every time I go over there, I'm like, oh, I got to take my arm home with me. He's like, I bought everything else. You're not taking that.
I will punch you square in the baby maker
Oh.
if you even get close to
Dear
touching me.
God.
Such a dick. Yeah. Anyways,
Before you wrap up, I want to just mention my lady and I, we do a YouTube show. It's called Drinks Anyone. And we basically just sample a bunch of different drinks that we find. We like to have some beverages, so we'll find some new stuff. We always like to try new stuff. So we'll get ciders, seltzers, wines. Not really beers. We're not beer drinkers, but we'll throw some. We've thrown some beers in there here and there.
Well, that leaves me
and then
out.
we'll
all right.
we'll try different stuff. She likes to mix stuff up a little bit, so she'll take a cider and maybe add a little something to it to spice it up a little bit. So
What's your
our
favorite
last
cider?
what's that?
What's your favorite cider?
Dickens.
Oh,
Dickens is
that
my
is my
favorite, for sure.
favorite cider. I
Yeah.
don't know if anybody's
Yeah,
has
for
had
sure.
that. That is the
Which one?
best Dickens.
Oh, yeah.
That is the best cider. The best on the
Yeah.
weekend.
Yes,
Yes.
Dickens cider on the weekends
Yep.
is great.
That is awesome.
So
Not very filling in
our
your
last
case,
show,
but
our last show, which we're going to be I'll ignore that. We're going to be
it's a,
putting it up in the next
Balls.
couple days. We actually started pairing some food in, so we're gonna maybe start adding some food into it and stuff too. So she likes to cook, she likes to mix up the drinks, so we're gonna do a little bit of both. So
the well, that's
it's called Drinks Anyone. It's on YouTube, so check that out.
nice.
Very cool.
Pick it up, everybody.
Yeah.
Pick it up on your
Pick it up on
add it
your-
to your subscribe list.
Subscriptions.
Subs-
Say it. Say it.
subscriptions.
There you go.
I don't make fun of the way people talk. Why would you make fun of the way I talk?
And don't forget,
And if you don't like it, take a picture of it. And
Just look for a thumbnail with like this picture, my
Russia.
face on the side.
Yeah.
I try to.
It's
pick the
really
goofy
about
picture
Melissa.
For me every time.
It's really about Melissa.
yeah.
No, I have to pick. No, I have to pick a picture of her where her hair looks good, and I have to
Picture.
pick a stupid picture of me. I always pick one like I'm just going.
Yeah.
She's like,
Anyways,
Yeah.
so give it a listen.
You listen to that and check out Billy
And one of his
many
bands.
many
Yes.
acoustic bands.
Oh, this is going up. This is going up tonight or tomorrow, right?
Yes.
If you're watching it before
Maybe.
the weekend, we will be Roadhouse Prophets will be at Shaughnessy's downtown. We're going to do a little pre-game party before the SU game, 4 to 7 at Shaughnessy's on downtown Syracuse.
On
If you're
Shaughnessy Street.
watching from this area. I don't know the name of the street it's on. I don't know.
Yeah,
Done.
well, you opened
Way
that.
to
You
promote.
opened up that. Don't forget, stop down to Shaughnessy's on
Don't
a street.
don't forget to find
Coming
Shaughnessy's. right
to
there.
a Shaughnessy's near you.
Everybody's
Oh,
got Google
man.
Maps. Come on.
Duh.
I told Sean last night, dude, I got to leave as soon as the show's over on Saturday. He's like, why? Everything all right? I'm like, yeah, it's the Royal Rumble, man. I got to get home and watch the Royal Rumble.
All right, we're ending the show,
Oh, that's where we end.
guys.
That is where
You've been
we
listening
end.
to Billy Johnson
Yes, you have.
from Roadhouse Prophets, Billy J and Dion, Billy J and BVD,
BVD.
and
Why is
The
Betty?
have a
the
drink
audio
on me.
the audio dogs.
Have a drink on me podcast. That's not the name.
And
Sipping it light,
sipping it light.
chilling with Billy.
I'm looking all over in my office for some paper to rip up real quick so I can throw it in the air and make my own confetti. And I don't have anything that I really
You
want.
got to look right at the
Somehow,
camera and
yeah.
go.
No,
There you go,
it failed.
Wah, wah, wah.
Billy. Thanks for being on.
Man, I appreciate you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after we roll these credits and say all our good stuff.
All
But
our happy stuff.
yeah, let's start the music. I think.
Let's start the tune.
Yeah.
Are you guys holding hands right now?
Yeah.
You've been listening to the good,
The band.
the ugly. Don't forget Auk Medical Supply, Sharky's Event Center,
DJ Life's the Beach, Good Nature Brewery, Toffee Break Toffee,
the Print Shop Underground, Uncle Jimmy's live music, and
Snarky Productions.
we like to have him mention Snarky so he gets yelled at when he gets home.
I do not.
That toffee break toffee is good.
That's right.
Yes,
Doesn't
it is.
stick in your teeth. Thanks again for listening. Thanks to all our fans, and thanks
Thank you,
again
Billy.
for Vixen. Vixen.
Him too. Or them too.
We're rolling down the music.
Okay.
I'm going to do something now.
Are ya?
Limited time offer. No purchase necessary. Offer valid at participating locations. Void where prohibited. No animals were harmed during the production of this soundboard. Subject to change without notice. Side effects include dry mouth, occasional pig snort or two, sore stomach, teary eyes.
There you go. Music's gone. Podcast is gone.
Oh man.
Peace.
Oh my God. My God.